everybody. Welcome to my channel again. You see, I am professional, and I'm doing it on the free version. That was interesting. If you watching a playback that you like that, you probably didn't survive all of that. But I actually like watching that. So we are at Second Enoch, and it's chapter 11. Where we left off, he was ascended. He didn't get translated yet. He was going through the heavens. I think we was like in the third heaven, and I feel like one of those heavens was space. Like dead serious, space. Like where all the planets. Like watch that last video. The links is in the description bar, so you can watch it. Watch all the links, and then you can have the decision to subscribe to this channel. And I'm so happy that you are with me today. Are you ready? Are you ready? I can't hear you. I cannot hear you. Okay, if you're not ready, so get ready. So let's start with a word of prayer. Ready? Hold on. Gracious Heavenly Father, you are the most omnipotent, omniscient, all powerful, all knowing. I love you. You know I love you. I love you all the time. I rather die for you. Open up these people's mind. Do not let them be so closed-minded to what you have to say to the people today. In your name I pray. Amen. You ready? I'm done. Be gone. Oh, actually, should we before we get things settled? This book is so heavy. God, what can I do? Are you tired of carrying around that heavy Bible? Well, I got a solution for you. Jump in your app store or your Play Store and download the Bible app. And after when you download it, you can go to here, your home. It gives you data. Okay, thank you. So I just had to pop up that for a minute. So I think it's sharing right now. Okay, it says it is. It says it's sharing. So let's get into chapter 11. I still have to work off the little thing. Oh wait, I think I need to click the shifts and stuff. Okay, I still gotta work on it. It says here they took Enoch. I hope y'all can see that. Here they took Enoch to the fourth heaven. I was right. It was the third heaven. I was so right. The fourth heaven where the solar and lunar tracks are. And those men took me and they carried me up to the fourth heaven. And they showed me there all the movements and sequences, all the rays of the solar and lunar lights. And I measured their movements and I compared their lights. And I saw that the sun had a light 7 times greater than the moon. And I saw his circles and his wheels on which he always goes, going past always like the wind with quite marvelous speed. And his coming and his return gives no rest, no day and night. And 4 great stars, each star having 1,000 stars under it, on the right hand side of the sun chariot, and on 4 on the left hand side, each one having 1,000 stars under it. All together 8,000 going with the sun perpetually, and 150,000 angels accompany him in the daytime. Is this talking about the sun? I don't think this is talking about the sun. This talking about the person. And at night, 1,000. And 100 angels go in front of the sun's chariots, 6 winged in flaming fire. Seraphim? Seraphim, because them the six-winged people. Angels. Seraphim, remind me of a Braxton. Well, not Braxton, my bad, baby. Remind me somebody. The Monet. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Chariots. I want y'all to look at this picture, you guys. Let's see. I don't know if they have it on here. A Monad. I'll call him the Monet. I can't pronounce nothing. Where he at? I know you lying. You lying. It's not Jesus. Stop it. I'm gonna punch you in the face. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. Not you. So how many pictures do you got? It might be a praxis then. Not you. You always naked. Put some clothes on. I said, why I can't click you? Right. No, you gotta see this bottom picture. So is he a praxis or no? Where's that picture at? I see it says praxis. I can't spell. There you go. Is it? There you go, right here. This picture right here. Y'all see this? Wait, no, not this picture. Darn, not this picture. Oh, he got muscles. Where's that picture at? There we go. This is the picture I'm talking about. You see the horses, the chariot, and the snake? Seraphim, serpent-like beings. Got a whip and a shield. Sun and moon. About time. Like, seriously. Let's see. And the sun blazed up and... Hold the hell on. Okay, never mind. It says, and the sun blazes up and set the 100 angels on fire. And about the very wonderful solar elements. I looked and saw chapter 12. I looked and saw flying spirits, the solar elements called phoenixes, and what are those? I don't know what those are. And strange and wonderful. Their form was like of a lion, their tail of a blank, and the head of a crocodile. What the hell? I haven't heard these angels in a day in my life. Their appearance was multicolored like a rainbow. Hey, like my wings. Whoa. Their size was 900 measures. Their wings were those of angels, but they had 12 wings each. 12? We're gonna do some more research. Who is these people? Papa, who these people? Mystery serpent. So these are serpent-like beings? Nasty daddy. What's the difference between these beings and what you call those seraphim? Them the highest ranking. They don't sleep. Hold the hell on. Hold the hell on. Y'all see this, right? I don't see damn thing about no seraphim right here. Is there more? Like more of these beings? Because I typed in that word and boom, that popped up. Uh, Well, hold on. Y'all see that, right? Flying brass serpent. Y'all see that? That's like a dragon. I kid you not. That's like a dragon. A flying brass serpent. So you try to tell me the Leviathan is in the sea, and these. I remember one time. I remember I saw like a dragon, like on, like as a picture, and I'm like, what the hell is that? It wasn't no make believe. Oh my god, Heavenly Father, I know you don't. I know you have not made this crap. I'm scared. Many dragons. What the hell? I'm not looking up for Phoenix. I don't want to. No, absolutely. Look it up. Fine, fine, fine. I'm just gonna copy and paste. That's all I'm doing. Um, that's a dragon. We know what a dragon looked like. I did not know what a phoenix was. Immortal bird. Is Phoenix good? Hold the hell on. Is these angels? I gotta go back. I saw flying spirits of a lion and the head of a crocodile. Flying spirits. I know you fucking lying. And they had 12 wings each. They accompany and run with the sun, carrying heat and dew and whatever is commanding them from God. Thus he goes through a cycle and goes down and rises up across the sky and beneath the earth with the light of his rays, and was there on the track unceasingly. Yeah, these fly, but the Leviathan don't fly. That thing is in the sea. So yeah, I'm scared to come up against these little fuckers and the Leviathan. To be honest, the behemoth too. That's a dinosaur waiting on to happen. Really is. Did y'all get this? Since you saw that, did y'all get something to drink? Y'all need something to drink. I think you're thirsty. You're thirsty. 13. The angels picked Enoch up and set him down in the east at the solar gate. And those men carried me away to the east of that heaven. And they showed me the solar gate through which the sun comes out according to these must be the parts, the portals, right? I don't know. According to the appointment of the Caesar, according to the phases of the moon for the entire year, and according to the numbers of the what you call it? Is them horoscopes? Day and night, and I saw 6 open gates. Okay, he's still in the atmosphere of the earth because I think these are the same 6 open gates that's in the first book Enoch. Each gate has 61 spindly and 1/4 of a stadium. And I measure carefully and I figure out their size to be so much, through which the sun comes out and goes off to the west. Right, this is still in like the firmament. Yeah. This is still like basically on the planet Earth. It becomes even. So what was that great darkness though? Right. What was that? So you try to tell me Sheol is in the sky, not bottom. That's crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell. Sheol is in the sky. Both is in the sky. So I'm about to ask you a question. So you try to tell me when Quran and them got sucked up, when the earth opened up for Quran and them and swallowed them up, Baby, do the grave mean? Like, what does that mean? The hell? It says the first gate, he came out for 42 days, the second 35 days, third 35 days, fourth 35 days, fifth 35 days, sixth 42 days. Talking about the sun. Okay, the sun is classified as a he, right? And the moon is classified as a she. Like even in the apocrypha like that. I don't know about the regular Bible, but yeah, the apocrypha, yeah, the sun is always classified as a he. And then once more, he did as about turn and goes back the other way from the six gates according to the round of the seasons. He goes in through the fifth gate, 35 day, fourth, 35, third, 35, second, 35. And so the days of the whole years are completed according to the cycle of the four seasons. 14. It says they carried Enoch to the west. And then those men carried me away to the west of the heaven, and they showed me six large open gates. Huh? The hell? Corresponding to the circuit of the, you know what? Let me stop trying to interpret this shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. The circuit of the east gate, opposite of them, where the sun sets according to the number of the day. You know what? I'm not gonna tell you. We just gonna keep reading. It says number of the days, 36, 365 days, to 365 and a half. Thus, he goes back once again to the east gate under the earth. Oh, okay, good. Thank you for clarifying. And when he goes out from the west gate, he takes off his light, the splendor which is his radiance, and 400 angel takes his crown and 400 angel takes his crown and carry it to the Lord. For since his shining crown is with God. Like I said, this is not talking about the actual sun. This is talking about the actual person. This wait, what was it? What was that verse? The son of righteousness shall arise in his wings. Some shit. It said with 400 angels guarding it, the sun turns his chariots around and goes back under the earth on the wheels without the great light, which is his great radiance and ornaments. I just want to know how the timing I'm doing, and I cannot. What's my time? Okay, 19 minutes. Okay, good. 19 minutes. Okay. It says, and thus he goes back once again. It says, and for, okay, wait. For, his shining crown is with God, with 400 angels guarding it. The sun turns his chariot around and goes back. The sun turns his chariot around and goes back under the earth on wheels. Yeah, hold up. Is this actual the sun? Hey. Wait. Hold on. Pause. Let's look up this Egyptian god. Ain't he known as the sun god? I know this wasn't talking about no the person. I mean, no actual sun. What the hell? Anyway, it says, wait. Wait a minute. Goes back under the earth on wheels without, or just could be talking about the Messiah himself, without the light, great light, which is his great radiance and ornaments. And he remains for 7 great hours at night. And the chariot spins half its time under the earth, the chariot itself. And when he came to the eastern approaches in the 8th hour of the night, the angels, the 400 angels bring back the crown and crown him, and his brightness and shining of his crown are seen before sunrise, and the sun blazed out more than fire does. Is this the reason why we got 2 suns? What the hell am I reading? Sun got crowns. Look at this. Get the sun shout. Anyway, the solar elements, the phoenix, and the whatever the carbohydrates burst into song. They sang. I know animals used to speak, but they sang. And then the solar angel called the phoenix and the corpuscle burst into song. This is why every bird flaps its wings, rejoicing at the giver of light. Oh, I know you thinking lies. Sometimes I picture this in my favorite song. Praise him, the timberlands, praise him, the sun, the jumpers, praise him, there's all this high, that they can't have breath, praise the Lord. Oh my God. Y'all need to listen to that song. Don't listen to the song. Listen to the, I think it's the like 8-minute, the 8-minute one. Like you will listen to like the instrumental first and then there's the singing. Man, that's one of the most powerful songs. And I want y'all to come back to this live and I want you to comment on it and tell me what verse is Anthem of Praise talking about. It says, and they burst into song at the Lord's command. The light giver is coming. The light giver is coming. The light giver is coming. I'm going to just go keep. The light giver is coming. The light giver is coming. Talk about Jesus fell. Anyway, to give ready to the whole world. And the morning watch appears, which is the sun rays of the sun comes out over the face of the earth and receives its radiance to give light to all the faces of the earth. And they showed me this calculation of the sun movements and the gates by which he goes in and out. For these are the great gates which God created to be an annual. Don't know that word. We're gonna look up that word. God said we need to clarify. Right. We at 16 already. To be honest, it will be a long one, of course, because we're like 19 minutes away, but at least we're almost done, though. Right? Pace. What's this one? A timekeeper device. A timekeeper device. Oops, my bad. A timekeeper. Could be an annual timekeeping device. This is the sun! This is why the sun has the greatest heat. It surely did. And the cycle for him goes on for 28 years and begins once more from the start. 16. They picked Enoch up and placed him once more in the east at the orbit of the moon. It said another calculation these men showed me, that of the moon and all the movements and phases and the 12 big gates crowned from the west to the east through which the moon goes in and goes out in accordance with the regular season. So she goes in by the first western gate in the place of the sun. Yeah, he's in heaven, all right. It says by the first gate for 31 days exactly, the second for the 35 days exactly, the third for the 30 days exactly, the fourth for the 30 days exactly, for the fifth for the 31 extraordinary exactly, for the sixth for the 31 days exactly, for the seventh, the 30 days exactly, the eighth for the 31 days exactly, the ninth for the 31 or 35 days accurately. Why in the actual hell does it have two different dates? The 10th for the 30 days exactly, the 11th for the 31 days exactly, the 12th for the 22nd or 28 days exactly. Thus, likewise, by the western gates in accordance with the cycle and in accordance with the number of the eastern gates. And thus she goes and completes the solar year, 365 and a half of one day. Oh, solar year. This is the sun. Right. But the lunar year has 365, making 12 months calculated in accordance with 29 days, and it lacks 12 days of the solar cycle, which are the lunar blank for each year. Also, somebody's represent 365. Mr. Monet, but I cannot find it out though. Is it his name? I don't know. I cannot find it out, but Mr. Monet. Huh? Yeah, he's the son. Oh! It says also the great cycles contains 532 years. It passes by the quarters for 3 years, and the fourth completes its exactly. For this reason, they are taken away outside of heaven for 3 years, and they are not added to the number of the days, because these ones change the season of the years. Two new moons in argumentation. To be honest, I can't wait to get done with this alive and take off this bra. It says two other in the. It says dim no nation, and when the western gates are completed, she turns around and goes to the east one with her light. Then she goes day and night in accordance with the heavenly cycles, lower than all the cycles, swifter, and then the heavenly winds and spirits and elements and flying angels with 6 wings to each. This is talking about the moon now. And the moon has sevenfold intergalactifications in a period of revolution of 19 years. And she begins once again from the start. 17. And the angelic songs, which is not possible to describe. We got drums. It says, in the middle of the heaven, I saw an armed troop worshiping the Lord with, I think, in the timbrels and pipes and unceasing voices and pleasant unceasing in various songs. Oh, yay! Yeah, the Most High Himself. I don't want to hear the same damn songs over and over and over and over and over. He'd be like, he'd be like that pastor, be like, I'm getting sick, tired of you. Yeah. I said, I don't care what song you sing. I just want to hear something else. I'm so serious. The Most High probably, he hears the same song over. He probably gets the fuck up off his throne, and he's just like, time to sing something else. Now I feel like you laughing as hell. It said, which is impossible to describe. What type of songs is these? If they impossible to describe in 50 days, that these songs is more amazing than our songs. To be pause. I just felt like Angel said, y'all songs is shadow as hell. Actually, yeah, I agree with you. I would. But some songs are powerful. Some gospel songs powerful. Probably because it was written by one of y'all. Anyway, but some gospel songs, I'd be like, what in the hell is this bullshit? Like you got some songs, some gospel songs is like trash. Then some songs is like shallow, and then there's then there's other just the magnificent one. I ain't gonna say impossible to describe, but it's like they're great. And then heavenly songs, but we ain't reached that yet. We haven't reached that yet. So we said this song is heavenly. I'm saying, bitch, that's trash. No, the angel said that's trash. You no. And every mile which he quiet wait. Knowledge so marvelous and wonderful is the singing of these angels. Do all the angels sing? It says, and I was delighted in listening to them. I will be delighted in listening to them too. Right. I would. It says, and those men took me up on their wings and placed me on the fifth heaven. And I saw there are many innumerable armies called blank, and their appearance was like the appearance of human beings, and their size was larger than that of large giants, and their faces were dejected, and the silence of their mouths were perpetual, and there was no legitimacy in the fifth heaven. Like leadership, I'm gonna say. Like pastor leadership, yeah. That's why I think that's what that word means. Oh, like, oh, okay. Thank you. Worship. I'm happy I looked it up. And those men, I know you fucking lying. I just seen it. I just saw this name. And those men answer me, these are blank who turn aside from the Lord, 200 blank, together with their prince, Sataniel. If you want to know who Sataniel is, this is that our adversary called Satan. Wait, is Sataniel? Wait, hold on. What that name mean? Still, does it still mean the same thing? Hate me. I'm gonna punch you in the face. I didn't say Satanist. I said Sataniel. I don't mean adversary God, but I know. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. You're gonna get shot in the face. Wait, is Satan named Samuel too? Anyway, you better not be. And similar to them who are those who went down as prisoners in their train, who are in the second heaven, prison in the great darkness. And they don't believe that angels don't fall from heaven. Are you serious? Ezekiel 28 can tell you that. Enoch can tell you that. Jesus can tell you that. But hey, they don't believe that Satan, angels can sin. This bullshit. And 3 of them descended on the earth from the Lord. And the third of them, I was right. The 3 of them descended to the earth from the Lord. Lord's throne, from the Lord's throne. Unto the place of blank, and they broke the promise of the shoulder of Mount Blank, and they saw the daughters of men, how beautiful they are. They took wives from themselves, and the earth was defiled by their deeds. And who their wives of men. I can't do this. Oh, okay, let me massage. And the wives of men created great evils in the entire time of this age. Acted lawlessly and practiced Miss Blank and gave birth to giants and great monsters and great impotency. Got a lot of big words that I can't pronounce. But at least we're learning something today. Ooh. I guess God don't like this. God don't like this. God don't like this whatsoever. I never heard this word before. And that's why God has judged them, because a great judgment. They mourn their brothers, and they will be outrageous on the day of the Lord. And I said to blank, I have seen your brothers and their deeds and their torments and their great prayers that I have prayed for them, but the Lord has sent them under the earth until heaven and earth are ended forever. And I said, why are you waiting for your brothers? And why don't you perform the worship before the face of the Lord? Start up your blank and perform the worship before the ritual before the face of the Lord, so that you do not enrage your Lord God to the limit. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. He knows my thoughts. I'm not saying nothing. Are you serious? Let me look up this word to see what I know what I think it means, but let me look at this word, because I think I mean what I think it means. Are you serious? Right. I knew it. Right. It said, and they responded to my recommendation. They stood in four remnant regencies in this heaven, and behold, before I was standing before them, and four trumpet in unison with great sound, and the great G burst into singing in unison. Their voices rose in front of the face of the Lord, piously and touchingly, and about the taking of Enoch to the sixth heaven. Those men took me from there and they carried me up to the sixth heaven. I saw there are seven groups of angels, brilliant and very glorious, and their faces were more radiant than the radiance of the sun. There was no difference between their faces or in their dimensions of in the style of their clothing. And these groups carried out and carefully studied the movement of the stars and the revolution of the sun and the phases of the moon and the well being of the cosmos. Why am I doing that? Okay, 37. Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be a long one. Right. But we're about to end. Please don't end. Okay. It said these groups carried out and carefully studied the movements of the stars and the revolution of the sun and the phases of the moon and the well being of the cosmos. When they see any evil activity, put the commandments and instruction in order, and the sweet coordinational singing and every kind of glorious praise. These are the archangels who are over the angels, and they harmonize all existing heavenly and earthly. Oh my God. And angels who are over seasons, years, and angels who are over rivers and the oceans, and angels who are over the fruit of the earth and over every kind of grass, and who gives every kind of food to every kind of living thing. And angels who record all human souls and all their deeds and their lives before the face of the Lord. And in the midst of them are seven phoenix, seven cherubs, and seven six-winged beings, having but one voice and singing in unison, and their song is not to be reported, and the Lord is delighted by his footstool, which is the earth. Right. 20. For there they took Enoch into the seventh heaven, and those men lifted me up from there, and they carried me to the seventh heaven, and I saw there in an expeditional great light, and all the fiery armies of the great archangels, and the incorporeal forces, and dominions, and the origins, and the authorities, the cherubim, and the seraphim, and the many-eyed thrones, and remember in the shining Ophium station. Okay, who's the many-eyed thrones? And I feel like these are the Ophium station. What? And I was terrified, and I was trembling with a great fear. And those men picked me up and led me into their midst and said to me, "Be brave, Enoch. Don't be frightened." They showed me the Lord from a distance, sitting on his exceedingly high throne. Here he go. But what is on the 10th heaven, since the Lord is present there? Is this Anu? I think this is Anu from Mesopotamia. And on the 10th heaven is a God, and it is called in Actually, you got 3 A's right. In the in the I can't even think straight. Hebrew language, whatever that word is, and all the heavenly armies came and stood on the 10th step corresponding to their rank, and they did blank to the Lord. That's a good thing. And then they went to their place and they went to their places in joy and we don't worship God all day. Thank the Lord. Remember in immeasurable light, singing songs with soft and gentle voices, which presenting the liturgy to him gloriously. Well, I guess he don't like altos then. Right. You know what how black people sing. You don't like them altoids. Soft and gentle. Right. I'm Baptist by heart. About how here the angels left Enoch at the edge of the base and the vibratos, like the deep voice as women, right, at the edge of the seventh heaven and depart from him in invisibly. Really version. I couldn't pronounce it right, so I had to say it my way. And and they do not leave by night nor depart by day, standing in front of the face of the Lord and carrying out his will. Cherubim and seraphim standing all around his throne. Six winged and many eyes, and they cover his entire throne, singing with gentle voices. Do you see something? I see something. In front of the face of the Lord, holy, holy, Lord Sabaoth. You know who this person is? You know who this person is? I know who this person is. This is Yagobad! It says, heaven and earth are full of his glory. And when I had seen all these things, these men said to me, Enoch, up to this point we have been commended to a child with you. You know what this is? You know what this is? This is Yagobad. Who is this? We're gonna look up my sweetheart, right? My baby. It says, up to this point, we have been commanded to travel with you, and the men went away from me, and from thence on, I did not see them anymore. But I remained alone at the edge of the seventh heaven, and I became terrified, and I fell on my face and I said to myself, woe to me, what has happened to me? And the Lord sent me one of his glorious ones, the archangel Gabriel. And he said to me, be brave, Enoch, do not be frightened. Stand up and come with me and stand in the front of the face of the Lord forever. And I answered him and said, woe to me, my Lord, my soul has departed from me from fear and horror. And called to me the two men he brought me to this place because I had put my confidence in them, and with them I will go before the face of the Lord. I am confusion. What his ass? I thought his ass. I thought God was in the seventh heaven. I know you fucking lying. Yeah, I thought we was in the seventh heaven, and this one person. I'm okay. Let's read because I'm skimming. It says, and Gabriel carried me up like a leaf, carried up by the wind. He moved me along and put me down in the front of the face of the Lord. I'm confusion. It says, I saw the eighth heaven, which is called the Hebrew language blank, the changer of seasons of dry and wet, and 12 zodiacs, which are above the third heaven. So is he looking up? And I saw the ninth heaven, which is the Hebrew language called K, where the heavenly host houses of the 12 zodiacs. And the tenth hold on. In the tenth heaven, the archangel Michael brought Enoch in front of the face of the Lord. So the face of the Lord, he right in front of him, and he in the 10th heaven. And on the 10th heaven, yeah, I saw the view of the face of the Lord, like iron made burning hot in fire, and brought out the Negro white. He is white. And this yellow baby is. Yes. It's like he's that white gold, right? He can get brown skin too. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. But this is not the big brown skin that guy though. This is not the big one. Better not be right. Is this the big fat guy? It's in Miss Sparkle's incantation, and thus even I saw the face of the Lord. He looked like he was brown skinned when he ran. Right. He was. He said, I saw the face of the Lord, but the face of the Lord is not to be talked about. It is so very marvelous and extremely awesome and frightening. The big one is very frightening because he looks mean as hell. It's and you said, who the hell is the big one? And the one that don't got no goddamn clothes on? And I keep telling this man to put his clothes on. He just like to be naked. He gonna get hurt. You gonna hear? I'm sorry. It said, who am I to give an account of the inconceivable being of the Lord? If he's, you know what? If he's the great invisible God, I'm going to shut the fuck up. Baby, I don't want to hurt you. But you got to put some clothes on. Anyway, being of the Lord, weak as hell. And over his face so extremely strange and indescribable. Indescribable. We see that later. We're run out of time. Is how and how many are his commands and his multiple voices and the Lord's throne supremely great, not made by hands, and the choir stalls all around him. They got choirs who was raised in the Baptist church, like the old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It says, it says, and the cherubim, the seraphim armies, and they're never silent singing. Oh, it's them. Oh, okay. And who can give an account of his beautiful appearance, never changing, indescribable, and his great glory? Like, big boy, he's sexy as hell. And I fell down flat and did blank to the Lord, worship, whatever. And the Lord with his own mouth said, be brave, don't be frightened. Stand up and stand in front of my face forever. And Michael, the Lord's blank. What is this? What is this? This is Road Dog right here. This is Road Dog. He trusts him. Right. Lift me up and brought me in the front of the face of the Lord. And the Lord said to his servants, sound them out. Let Enoch join in and stand in front of my face forever. And the Lord, glorious ones, did worship and said, let Enoch yield in accordance with your word, O Lord. Okay. Almost to an hour. And so the Lord said to Michael, go and extract Enoch from his earthly clothes and anoint him with my delightful oil and put him in the clothes of my glory. And so Michael did just as the Lord had said to him. He anointed me and clothed me. Well, he's about to get translated. And it says, and the appearance of that oil is greater than the greatest light, and it's a I'm looking at you, and I think I know who you is. And its adornment is the sweet dew and the fragrance mirror, and it is like a rays of glistening sun. And I looked at myself, and I have become one of his glorious ones, and there was no difference. And the Lord summoned one of his archangels, by name, who was swifter in wisdom than the other archangels, and who records all the Lord's deeds. And the Lord said to V, bring out the books from my storehouse. See, God is like the right. And fetch a pen for speed writing, and give it to Enoch, and read him the books. And V heard and brought me the books, a knife and ink, and he gave me the pen for speed writing from his hand. So this storehouse is a library. Stop smiling. You know I always wanted you had a library. You know I always wanted to know that you had a library, oh Father. Yes, you know. That is the ending of this. I learned a lot. I learned that God has a library. We did say we had to go back to something. Indescribable, uncontainable. You breathe the stars in the sky, and I'm not singing the lyrics right. You are, I feel like you are amazing, God. The hell? I don't know what the hell I'm looking up. I said I was going to go back to something, and I literally forgot. Seriously, I said I go back to it, and I literally forgot. Right. I just found out that God got a library. I always wanted. I said, think God got a library? Because I'm going to be forever in that piece. Would y'all? I would. Okay, so, y'all, thank you for watching. And have a blessed day.